They're actually quite crisp, so that means the molds have been made very, very nicely. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and welcome to another unboxing. Today I will be looking at these figure set here. These are the MiniArt Close Combat U.S. tank crew from World War II. So let's have a look from the top camera. So MiniArt always have some really, really nice box art. Always helps to give an impression of I guess the poses of the figures, as well as a color indication as well. Okay, and you can see you've got 5 figures included, and they're very much like figures that would suit the what's that movie called again? Fury, that's the one. So that's the one with all of the Sherman that's driving around Europe and gets into all sorts of trouble. Now that's very typical of the last scene, and the others can be used for the last scene as well, particularly as they're coming out of the tank, getting ready for the ambush of, well, actually they're ambushing the German soldiers that are approaching. Now on the back here, we get a very basic assembly diagram. So we've got codes here with the part numbers, and then there's also some color codes there. On the bottom you can see this is a little paint chart. So they've got indications for Vallejo numbers, Mystic color, which is also known as Guns in our end of town, or Mystic color, Mr. Hobby. There's also AK, mission models, ammo MiG, Tamiya, and then there's a name of the color as well. So if you prefer using any other brand that's not here, you'll be able to work it out quite easily. Okay, so let's open it up and see what you get included in the box. So as we go, we've got a sheet of instructions. Pop that over there, and then we've got a bag of all the good bits. Okay, MiniArt always come sealed in plastic, so you can be assured that all the parts are going to be there. And there are a lot of sprue. Okay, so this is like an accessory pack there. More accessories with weapons, put those aside. Weapons again, weapons. Keep those there. Weapons, and we're left with 2 sprue of figures, and that'll be for the photo wedge. Okay, so we'll keep that for the accessories a bit later as well. Let's concentrate on these figures. Now figures are amazing. They do really good sculpting, and the faces, particularly, if you've seen my other open boxes before, faces are really important to me because they're the part that everyone recognizes, you know, how realistic they look. So let me zoom in on these, and we'll concentrate and get that focus right on the heads. So here we go. So there's one figure there. So generally you'll find that this sort of section here is for one figure. So you've got head there. So you've got the U.S. helmet. All the other figures are going to be wearing their softer vehicle type helmets. Get your torso here, legs and the arms, and there's a pistol and also a magazine. Is it a magazine? Or some little pouch there as well. Okay, so this is a particular figure that's standing on the tank with the 50 cal machine gun. So we'll see the 50 cal machine gun shortly. Here's the other figure. This is a kneeling figure, as you can see. It's holding onto a pistol here. And then you've got the holster, which is really well done because you can see that the holster's been unstrapped. And it's an empty holster, there's no gun in it. And then there's a face. You've got the soft helmet. And these are the sides of the soft helmet in separate pieces. Okay, then we go to the third figure. Now there's a face there. Soft helmet. Sides of the helmet. Got some goggles. And then there's a pistol as well in the holster. Your torso. Got the legs and then the arms. Okay, and then let's look at this one. So we've got second lot of sprue. You've got the 2 figures in there. And then as we zoom in, where are we? Let's go over here. There's this head here. You can see how nicely the the folds of the cloth have been sculpted around the torso. Another soft helmet at the sides. You've got the goggles here, arms and the legs. Now if we flip that around, you see how you got some really nice detail on the back as well. And usually on the sides here we got that mold line. You usually lose a lot of detail, but they're actually quite crisp. So that means the molds have been made very, very nicely. Okay, so there's that one. And then the last figure is this one here. So again, you've got another face, very different looking face. Soft helmet again, sides. That's probably the back section. Got a holster there. And then the arms and the legs in kneeling position. And again, we've got torso. Okay, so they're the two sprues of the figures that we've had a look at. Now let's look at all the accessories they give you. Now they're quite clever in that the accessories are in two lots here. Are they the same? No, they're a bit different. Okay, if we zoom in, we'll be able to see. Now by having these accessories on separate sprue, it allows you to customize your figures quite a bit. So they do give you extras. So you've got some M3 submachine guns. You've got the pouches for the magazines. That's the shoulder grip, I guess, there. And then there's additional goggles. Okay, so there's 3 goggles. You got some extra soft helmets. Okay, side panels and then the back panels. And then there's some holstered pistols. And then on this lot of sprue, again, we've got the pistols and you got the soft helmets. Actually, is that the same? Looks the same, but not the same. What did I do wrong there? No, actually they're the same. You get 2 sprues. So there you go. So that's 2 sprues of accessories. And then we end up with photo etch and the parts for the heavy machine gun, so the 50 cal. Okay, so these are additional parts again. This is 50 cal here, 2 sprues for 50 cal. So if we move that and we zoom in. Okay, so here we've got some more pistols. You've got an unholstered pistol there. You've got a revolver here, binoculars, and another pistol of some kind. Something smaller, I don't recognize that. It's probably a small Colt. And then there's a satchel, a couple of satchels you can choose from. Okay, so that's that part. Here's the 50 cal. Okay, so the 50 cal here is in 2 pieces. And then you have a choice of a couple of barrels. So you've got the replacement barrel, so you can have that sort of loose and just hanging around somewhere, because they did change the barrels quite often. Or there's the actual barrel here, which fits into the machine gun. You got the top cover here for the belt, and there's a handle. And then we finish off with this one here, which has a set of ammo on a belt. You got the actual mount and the magazine, no, the ammunition box mount, I should say, on the side. There's the actual support that goes onto the tank. And here you've got some additional barrels again. Okay, so ammo boxes, loose ammo. And then other little parts. So another ammo box there, another ammo box there. So that'll be an open ammo box. It's really quite comprehensive. This number of parts just for a 50 cal machine gun. It's quite spectacular. Okay. All right, and then finally we have the photo etch. Okay, so photo etch is quite nice. We all like photo etch. Some of us like it more than others because it is fiddly. There you go. Okay, so you've got brass there. So you'll notice that, actually I said one of those barrels was a spare, so you could use it as a spare, or as we can see here, that air cool or that ventilated part is also available in photo etch. So you can roll that up if you prefer, but there was the other one which was molded as well. This will look more authentic actually, will give it more depth. There's actually a handle on the bottom of the barrel as well, and some little bits and pieces which look like sights for the gun. Okay, let's pop that aside and we'll have a quick look at the manual. So the manual is here. Pretty straightforward. It's only a single sheet. There's not much to it really. So I assume most of this is going to be the 50 cal, and that's probably showing on the back. So you've got a legend of all the parts here. And then we start with the construction of the 50 cal machine gun. So step 1, step 2. So there's the optional photo etch if you want to use it. If not, then there is that fully molded part with a ventilated barrel part. Then as we turn around, there's the mounts for the machine gun. You've got the ammo boxes, so you can have it closed, or there's the open version. And then over here, we've got the mounts for the actual open version of the ammo box, and then how you should feed the ammo into the machine gun. And then here's the construction of the helmet. So that's a tanker's helmet. So there you go. All right, so there we go. That is my open boxing of the MiniArt Close Combat U.S. Tank Crew. And they're really good. I really like them. So if you like this video, please consider giving it a like down the bottom. And if you'd like to see more like this, then please consider subscribing. So thank you.